stop the vibration, you do a ring.
Oh,
Mute it after every.
okay. So you gotta pause it and then ring something different. I know you know what to do. I just want to make sure that I start to learn what that means. But I did see on the second half of 37, there are some accidentals. So that means the chord is changing. It might mean that one of the bells in your hands is not the correct one. So if you need to think ahead of when you're going to switch Okay.